At AIPAC's Israel-American conference, an Iranian took the stage.
So I'll call him His Majesty Reza Shah II.
This is Reza Pahlavi, the self-proclaimed heir to Iran's abolished monarchy. He recently cozied up with Israel as part of his efforts to take charge in Tehran.
The true Iran, the ancient Iran, and the soon-to-be free Iran doesn't seek your patronage. It seeks your partnership. It doesn't seek your funding. It seeks your friendship.
Since October 2023, Reza and his supporters have openly backed Israel's war in Gaza, viewing the conflict as a way to gain international support for his ambitions in Tehran.
You might fear change will bring chaos, but fear not. We will not allow a power vacuum.
Months before Israel's offensive, which has killed over 42,000 people in Gaza, Reza and his wife visited Israel, meeting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other officials.
Finally, our voice is heard. There's somebody telling the world and the Israeli people that we Iranians stand with you. We want to be your friends.
He framed this visit as part of a plan to rebuild historic ties between Iran and Israel, dubbing it the Cyrus Accords.
So getting to the questions, the Answer X has a very timely question. John, I'm suspicious about Reza Pahlavi's role in the current Iranian opposition. Given his funding and media push, does he fit the profile of a CIA/Mossad asset being positioned for a soft coup? Do you think the agency is trying to hijack the genuine grassroots protests to install him as a pro-Western leader? He seems to be groomed exactly like past U.S.-installed leaders to guarantee Israeli and U.S. interests in a post-IRGC Iran. Is this the standard regime change playbook? As a layman, I am 1,000% certain, 100% sure that Mossad CIA built him up during his time in exile in the USA. Am I right? First of all, that is one of the smartest questions that I've received in a long time. You are 100% right. So let's break it down. So Reza Pahlavi is the son of the Shah of Iran, who was thrown out of Iran in early 1979, February of 1979, came into exile briefly in the United States. That led to the Iran hostage crisis. Then we forced him out to the Bahamas and then to Panama and then to Egypt, and he died in Egypt. Reza Pahlavi is the son. He was a young guy when this happened. He was, a teenager. Well, now he's in his 60s. And he's never been to Iran since the 1970s. He's also something of a playboy in the Washington area. He's not a player in Iranian exile circles, but he seems to have a whole lot of money. Well, over the last couple of weeks, several things have happened. Number one, the Israeli government spilled the beans, and they admitted that they have been financing him. So is he a Mossad asset? You bet he's a Mossad asset. Mossad is saying it. Number two, he doesn't know anything about contemporary Iran. Patrick Bet-David, the big podcaster, invited Reza Pahlavi to go on his podcast a week ago. And Reza never called him back. Never even attempted to, get his name out there, get his picture out there, talk about his view of a future Iran. He's not interested. Donald Trump has been pressured by people on the neoconservative right to welcome Reza Pahlavi into the Oval Office. He would be the person that the United States would announce is going to be, the guy that we're interested in. And Trump said, no, he's not interested. I'm going to give you my own admittedly biased view. My own view is Reza Pahlavi is a joke. He's a caricature, a cartoon character. He lives in a mansion all by himself in Potomac, Maryland. Nobody pays any attention to him except these really rich Iranian exiles, most of whom are in Beverly Hills. The only people who really, really want him to be the leader of Iran are the Israelis. I'll add one other thing. As I said, the guy is a non-entity in Washington. He's a non-entity even in Iranian exile politics. But the Washington Post, which is owned by Jeff Bezos and is the mouthpiece of the 1% of the 1%, ran an op-ed last week that Reza Pahlavi wrote. And he said that he wanted to go back to Iran to usher in a period of democracy. Like, what do you know about democracy? Your father was a fascist dictator who slaughtered his own people and who stole billions upon billions of dollars from the nation's treasury. So you think it should be you who goes back to Iran after 50 years and brings in a period of democracy? Come on, I'm insulted by that. So yeah, this guy's not going to be, I made a comment today kind of offhandedly, and the more I think about it, the more I believe it to be true. He wouldn't survive the walk from the plane to the terminal if he were to fly back to Iran. So he's not going to be the next leader of Iran. And yes, this is the CIA-Mossad playbook for regime change. Yes, resist it.